Kishane Thompson himself made it clear that his world leading time of 9.77 seconds is actually slower than what he can run. You might hear that and be surprised, but as someone who has been watching Kishane, I can confirm this is true. You see, the mind is a very powerful thing, and when it's practicing something repetitively, it becomes a norm, and that norm can be either good or bad. Now, you might be wondering what norm has Kishane Thompson developed, and is it good or is it bad? Well, stick with me throughout this video and you shall find out. Now, in an interview, Kishane Thompson revealed a couple things, but with those things revealed, one crucial point was established, and that is Kishane Thompson is not running a full 100 meter.
At Jamaica. Stephen Francis said he had some challenges last night. How were you feeling?
Last night?
Yeah, well, this morning.
Well, apparently they came to do drug tests where we were saying that it's just the heat, you know what I mean? We understand if it's at the final, but want to know, I hadn't run from season and I hope my season it's such a fast time and it was in the heat. So them I say this look suspicious. So them I say, so I'm saying to them, say, you're not gonna test me again and say, well, the bird is still in record, yes, it might not make any sense. You guys could just wait and just test me in the final.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, no, you look suspicious, so if you do it there.
Yeah, but how does your body feel now after such a, great, because the rounds is an important thing. It's something you have to navigate in Paris. How does your body feel after 3 rounds of high level competition?
It's feeling tired good, not tired bad. As in, if it was a minimum of me expecting this feeling, it is this feeling. It's not something that I can't manage, it's something that I expected. And then again, it's the first I'm actually doing rounds. So I'm really satisfied.
Any lessons learned from the rounds that you think you can take into Paris?
Yeah, man, because I hadn't done rounds up until this very moment, so I didn't know how to, one would say, conserve. So I tried it in the first 2 rounds, but 1 I nearly dropped, 2 I just didn't know how to apply myself with that speed because I never did it before, because I never did rounds. Yeah, so but yeah.
Yeah, so
My section.
Simple looked across the room with 8 meters and shut it off. Talk us through the race itself.
So yeah, Stephen Francis, my coach, he instructed me just to run the first 60, nothing more. After that, shut it down. If I came second or third, I made the team. The goal wasn't to prove anything, it was just to run a 70 or a 60 and see where I'm at.
that was in the final?
Yeah, man. Whoa. So yeah, Stephen Francis, my coach, he instructed me just to run the first 60, nothing more. After that, shut it down. If I came second or third, I made the team. The goal wasn't to prove anything, it was just to run a 70 or a 60 and see where I'm at.
That was in the final?
Yeah, man. Whoa.
From those reactions, you could tell how surprised everyone was from Kishane Thompson saying that he actually did not run a full race. As y'all heard, after the 60, 70 or 80 meter mark, he would shut it down. Now that is something he was training for, something he was practicing for. And if you guys remember, the mind is a very powerful thing, and when it's practicing something repetitively, it becomes a norm, and that norm can be either good or bad. Now you guys can probably guess where I'm going with this. Kishane Thompson's practice of not running a full 100 meter definitely held him back from running faster, and I believe it has definitely affected his overall performance. Plus, I'm not the only one saying this.
Kishane has yet to finish a full 100 meters from what we've seen this season. And I'm not saying this because I want to see him finish. It actually affects your central nervous system. If you're pushing your body to run full speed to 80 meters and then you shut it down and slow down to this finish line, and you constantly doing it, muscle memory takes into effect. Now your muscles are saying, we're gonna go balls to the wall, 80 meters, we're gonna shut it down. Now when you get into a shootout, when you get into a stride for stride to the finish line, that nervous system's not gonna be kicking in for you. Now you're gonna start bucking. Now you're gonna start straining to get to that finish line. And I felt that's kind of what we saw in Kishane. And not saying that Kishane did a bad job, by no means at all. And I don't want anybody to go out there and try to disrespect Kishane like, oh, he choked, he did none of that at all. Where Noah was in the track, I really feel that Kishane did not see him.
As I said, the mind is very powerful, so when Kishane Thompson practices to shut down his body too early, muscle memory takes into effect. This makes the norm of not running a full 100 meter a bad practice. And by now, I'm sure everyone can identify and realize why it is bad and should be avoided. Funny enough, Kishane Thompson knows he's faster than 9.77 and believes he is capable of surpassing this time.
What does today's run following back-to-back rounds say to you what you can accomplish this season?
Honestly, I have a lot to improve on in terms of physically and mentally. I was playing catch-up in some sort, and I was trying to adjust and go at the same time. It's kind of all new to me, but I'm getting it slowly.
First Olympic.
Number 9 all time. 977. Give a thought about that.
Actually, no. I know what I'm capable of, and I don't really. If I do something that person says so-called great, I understand it, but I don't really believe in being complacent. I always look past that. That job has done, and it's time to move on, you know?
Tell me something. A quick question before I get to you. In the semi-final, you shut it down. You clearly shut it down early.
Yeah, and the job.
Yes, yeah, 984. Did you have a sense of how fast you could go in the final, given what you saw in the semi, or you felt in the semi?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure how fast I can go, but the time did not surprise me tonight. Understand? So that's just me right now.
No, I do believe he's faster than 9.77 and he's capable of surpassing his time, but I believe he still has more training to do. As we know, the 2024 Paris Olympics was Kishane Thompson's first Olympics, and he had some challenge that pushed him to run a full 100 meters. Some persons might say that he gave it his all in the final because after all, it is the final, but by no means was I saying that he was holding back, but I believe that due to his constant habit of finishing a 100 meter in 70 to 80 meters, he had struggled to push 100% through the line. His mind and muscles were already used to give up around the 70 to 80 meter mark, and they had to go past where they're used to. You could say his muscle memory was limited to 70 to 80 meter mark. Some persons could argue that the finishing time of 9.79 was still fast, but considering Kishane Thompson's speed, I believe that it could have been faster if it was not for the practice of shutting down too early. Now, in case you missed it, Kishane Thompson himself made it known that he's still working on understanding his speed fully and applying it to where it can give him the best advantage.
Tell me something. A quick question before I get to you. In the semi-final, you shut it down. You clearly shut it down early.
Yeah, and the job.
Yes, yeah, 984. Did you have a sense of how fast you could go in the final, given what you saw in the semi, or you felt in the semi?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure how fast I can go, but the time did not surprise me tonight. Understand? So that's just me right now.
Now, hopefully, with Kishane Thompson seemingly ending his season after the Paris Olympics, where he did not participate in any of the Diamond League events, he and his coach are no longer practicing that norm and are working together to complete a full 100 meters. With that, I am highly anticipated for his performance in the next season and can't wait to see him dominate the field. Let me know your perspective on this matter. Feel free to share it down in the comment section. Remember to drop a like and subscribe, as it helps out a lot and it will be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for your time and thank you for watching. It is Jamfeed. See you in the next video.